welcome to Conscious Entrepreneurs. And in today's video, I want to share with you a side hustle or side hustles for 2020. So a few months ago, I wanted to really make some extra income for myself online. Well, not really, it wasn't really online. It was online and offline. Okay, so I'm going to share with you exactly what I did, and you could do the same thing too. So basically, I was doing some eBay stuff in the past, but I never really consistently continued. I was actually doing drop shipping from China, which was kind of a big mistake, but it was a learning curve. But the thing that I really don't like about drop shipping from China is that it takes forever to deliver. So if you are shipping from China, not only the products are a lot of the time low quality, but it takes forever to actually for the customer to receive the item. Okay, so that's the negative about dropshipping from China. um However, there are lots of side hustles, but in this particular strategy I really like the most. And the reason why is because it's a very low startup, or very low, you can start up with a very low budget basically. And how I started is basically, so what I decided to do is, I knew that this eBay thing was working because I'd done it before previously, but I was going to do it slightly differently. So instead of getting things from China, paying for things from China and then shipping it to my customer, what now I'm doing is I'm basically going to thrift stores. So I'm going to places like mainly charity shop, thrift stores. And even if I can find stuff on the street sometimes and I can see that they're worth something, then I just pick it up and I just sell it on eBay. It really depends what it is. But, before, when I never had much money to invest, even though it was a really little amount, I didn't actually want to invest anything, to be honest, because I wasn't sure if I was going to make any money back. And it's because I've never actually bought things up front and then sold them, if that makes sense. Like when I was drop shipping in from China, what I was doing is I was listing it on eBay, and then when it would sell, then I would go and pay for the item. And that's what it is. That's what drop shipping is. And for some people, it really successfully works well. But for me personally, I like to buy the item first and then sell it. And the reason why is because the profit margins of going to a charity shop and to buy it that way is way higher, like so much higher. Like, I'm going to share with you a few things that I've actually a few products that I've actually flipped, like I've bought and sold for a much higher profit. Okay, so yeah, that really is a really good way. If you're just getting started, that is probably the best way to make a side hustle in 2020 and beyond, really. People are actually making a lot of money from this. So what I did, getting back to the story, is when I wanted to make money from eBay, I didn't want to actually invest straight away. So actually, the first thing that I did is I was doing books. So I was basically selling books, and I saw a bunch of books on the street, like a whole box full of books on the street. And then I just decided, let me just pick it up and see if I can resell it. So in the beginning, I actually used a website called webuybooks.com. And I mean, you can actually sell books to them, and they will basically buy them immediately and pick it up from your door. All you have to do is box them and pack. They send you the label. You just stick it on your box, and then someone comes to deliver their to pick them up and to deliver them to the place, and then you get paid by check, or I think it's check or bank account, through your bank account or whatever. Yeah. So I actually made £12 on free books. So I found these free books outside sitting on the wall, and then I thought, oh my god, like, let me see if I can sell them. So I got them completely for free, and I sold them for £12. And that's when the journey began on eBay. So I thought to myself, well, if I got these books for free and I sold them for £12, I got £12 completely for free, I'm going to continue with this and see how it goes. Then slowly I said, let me check out eBay and Amazon again and see if I can potentially sell them for a higher price. Because, I mean, considering, I had a whole bunch of books, I could have made so much money more, to be honest. Like, one of the books that I sold was actually selling for like £40 on Amazon. And, I mean, because I wanted the money quickly, I just thought, oh, let me just sell it quick. But if I waited, if I waited a bit longer and sold it on Amazon, it would have sold for a better profit. So anyway, after that, after I sold those books on We Buy Books, then I moved on to, I'm not doing that anymore, and I wasn't doing that anymore. I went on to Amazon and eBay. Okay, so then I started to buy books. I started to go into these thrift stores or go into these places, and I started to find books to sell, or books that people were chucking out. Okay, so, and there were a few, I mean, there's actually quite a lot of books that I have sold that people have just thrown out, and I've just picked them up and I've just resold them lots. But there's a few books that I've made a lot of money from. Like, there was these three books that I actually picked up from the thrift store. To be precise, it was Islamic Relief. So I actually picked up these three books from Islamic Relief, and they're called Invincible Compendium. And there was volume one, volume two, and volume three. And I basically got each one for £2.50, and they were selling like brand new. I mean, they were in very good condition, but the retail selling price is $69. Okay, now they were selling it for £2.50, so I picked it up and I literally took it home and I resold it. And instead of selling it to We Buy Books, I sold it on I think it was eBay this time, because I've sold a few stuff on Amazon too, but this time it was eBay. And what I did is, because I wanted to get rid of the books fast, I could have really just flipped it for 69 and just waited for a couple of months for it to sell. But because I wanted it to sell quickly, and because I only spent £2.50 on each one, I wanted to flip it quickly. So I basically sold each one for about 29 to 35 or 30 or £40. So yeah, I think one of them went for £40, the other one went for 35 or 36, and the other one went for like 26 or something like that. So that was a huge profit margin. Like, that was a huge profit margin. I've sold so many things like this. For example, I also bought a hydroactive headphones from the charity shop for, I think it was £6, and I sold it for how much did I sell it for again? I mean, the headphones itself is worth 100 and something pound. I think it was £140. I sold it for, like, I gave someone a bargain and I sold it for 69. But I mean, those profit margins are still incredibly crazy, considering I only got the item for about £6. I sold it for £69. I mean, what is a profit margins? Like, it's crazy. So this side hustle is freaking awesome. Like, you can seriously make some good money from this. But the downside to this is, if you're doing charity, if you're going to thrift stores, then depending on how much inventory you buy, you may be keeping a lot of inventory in your house. If you don't have a storage room, or if you don't have a room to put them in, it can take up a lot of room in your house. Also, shipping, that can be another problem as well. Always going to the shop, because I always go to the post office to ship my stuff, but it won't always be like that. It's just like a beginning thing. You can actually, you can actually, what you can do is you can box your item, and you can basically set up a collection time. So eBay can actually come and collect it for you and then just ship it to the customer. instead of you constantly going to the post office. And actually, they charge way cheaper than the post office. So it's like a win-win. I don't know why I'm still not doing that. The only reason why I'm still not doing that is because I need to get a scale. So before actually printing out the label, because I have to get a few things like a printer, a scale to weigh the item, and there's a few things that you very basic tools that you need to make this for eBay to do it for you. The other way that you can do it is you can actually get all of these items, sell them on Amazon, and actually ship all of those items to Amazon, and basically Amazon fulfills it for you. So that's the Amazon FBA, where you don't ship anything, Amazon does it all. But I'm actually, when I sell with Amazon, I'm actually doing FBM, which is fulfilled by merchant, which means I do it, I do all of the work. But that will be changing very soon, and I'm gonna slowly progress into the other, like FBA and stuff. But right now, what I'm doing is my goal is to learn more about the Amazon wholesale business. Okay, with the wholesale business, returns are margins are much lower, but you are selling in higher volume. Okay, so even though the margins are lower, if you're selling in higher amounts of volume, and plus you're not doing any of the work, like you're not shipping, you're not doing the refunds or anything like that, Amazon is taking care of all of it, that works out far better. Like even if it's like 20% margin or 30% margin, um that's different to selling, buying something for £3 and selling it for £50, because I've done that a lot. And that's the real positives about going into thrift stores. But what I would actually recommend is, if you're starting off and you want if you're starting off and you want a side hustle, like a side hustle business for 2020 and make some money on the side, then what you could do, obviously, if you're limited to how much money you can spend and you've got a small budget, you can easily start off with buying in thrift stores and selling on eBay or Amazon. And you can make a very good, like you can literally buy something for £3 and sell it for like 60. I've done that multiple times, like multiple times I've done that, where I've sold something for £6. I've bought something for £6 and I've sold it for 20, or I've bought something for £6 and I've sold it for 80 or 90, even sometimes 100, depending on what it is. Okay, I think I bought an Xbox for like 10 and I sold it for 119. But then unfortunately it got refunded because it couldn't actually go to the buyer, because the buyer was in in prison, and the shipping was address was in his, like, it was delivered to the prison, and the prison didn't accept that item. I know it's crazy, it's a crazy story, but it could have been a sell, and that could have been a high profit margin. But even when you're buying books for 22, sorry, even when you're buying books for £2.50 and you're selling them for like they're worth £60, that is a huge profit margin. So that's the positives about going into thrift stores, arbitrage, and really just doing it yourself, buying the item yourself, and then just selling it for a higher price. So that can be a very, very good side hustle. But then I would recommend later on, going in the later stages, going to wholesale and start to make deals with wholesale suppliers and buying larger quantities of the same product that sell, and then shipping it to Amazon for Amazon to deal with. And then you can just sit back and chill. I mean, not completely sit back and chill, but you know what I mean? Like, all your job is to do is to find new products and get new contracts with new suppliers, so that you can make good deals and do some good negotiations with some good suppliers, so that you can do rinse and repeat, send it to Amazon, get Amazon to do all the shipping and everything for you, and then you just focus on simply finding the next product. That is literally it. And when an inventory finishes on a certain item, all you have to do is contact that supplier that you got the item from and just reorder. Once you've built that relationship, then you just reorder and send it off to Amazon FBA, and that's simply it. So that is the side hustle that I so recommend. I think it will help people get off into a good start, especially when you don't have much money to invest in. Like, you're starting from scratch and you probably got about £20. And what I do is I have a separate bank account, and I put £20 every couple of weeks. Like every 2 weeks I put £20 into the account so that I can buy more inventory. I have some extra little funds available if I need it. And I don't just buy inventory. I have other things like paying fees for eBay. Sometimes I take money out, to be honest, and put it into other businesses. Really, you should actually just allow it to grow and just keep buying more and more and more items. But when you've got a limited budget and you're doing other things, it can be hard and challenging to do. But yeah, that is my recommended side hustle. There was one thing that I wanted to say, but it's actually gone out of my head now. But yeah, if you're getting started, what I would highly recommend is starting off on eBay and just oh, that's exactly what I wanted to say. There is a way of how you make sure that things sell on eBay. Okay, now things are not every single thing is going to sell on eBay. However, if you do your research correctly, then the chances are you're going to make money back on your investments. Okay, so if you're going to a store and you find the last thing that you want to do is go into a store and just buy any random thing and just hope it sells on eBay. Or even if you search for that thing and it's priced like £50 worth and it's selling for £2, but no one's really bought it on eBay like in the last 6 months, like it's not a high selling item and people are not really buying it, they're not really interested, they're not really searching for it, you don't want to be buying something like that. Okay, because that's going to lower your chances of actually selling and making the money back. You basically want to be, so there's a way that you can actually search for the last sales of that item. And also when you're selling on Amazon, you want to check something called the BSR, which is the best selling rank. Okay, so that basically shows you, that's like stats to tell you if a product is a hot selling product or it's not really selling that much. Okay, so for example, if I've got a really high priced item that's like, let's say if I found it for £5 and on Amazon it's like £120, okay? Yeah, that's good. But if it's like if the BSR is like 1 million, okay, the higher the number the BSR, the worse it is, the less it's selling, okay? So the smaller the BSR number, like if BSR number was 500, that would, depending on what category it is as well, okay? There's actually a tool that you can use. It's called Jungle Scout /free estimator, and you can get those. You can actually find out how much that product is selling on Amazon. Okay, but anyway, so if you've got that item and the BSR is 1 million, you know for a fact that that is a bad product that you just want to stay away from. You don't want to buy it, even if it's saying that it's £120 on Amazon and you're buying it for only £5. If no one is buying it, there's no point in selling it. Okay, it's simple as that. Okay, so that's basically exactly how I do my research. That's exactly how I do it. I do not buy things that I think is not going to sell, even if they are priced at a high a high price. Like there's been multiple times when I've gone into shops and I've seen a price, I've researched an item that I think has potential, but then it's not really selling on eBay and it's not really selling on Amazon. I know it's a product that is not going to interest me. I want to see, like, if I see a product that has sold today and that has sold yesterday and a couple of days ago and a couple of days ago, and I can see that I can make profit from it, then that is a product that I want to go for. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So that is my video for side hustle in 2020. And yeah, go out there and really just crush it. You just got to take action on this. It's not rocket science. I mean, practically, like all these gurus are charging like thousands of pounds on their courses and all of this stuff, but really, I mean, all the information is already out there that you need. I literally found I mean, I read books, but I found literally all my information from eBay, from different sorry, not eBay, YouTube, from YouTube channels and YouTube sources, and lots of good information out there. You just got to take action on it, and things may not work straight away, but if you do things correctly, then you know you can actually really make this happen for yourself. So I actually will do another video more in depth on this, on how to actually make it happen with eBay, how to make it happen on Amazon, and show you my screenshots of what I've sold, what I've successfully sold on eBay, and how to actually do it for yourself. The actual, I'll go into depth on the actual strategy of doing this and making money. Okay, I literally just use my phone. I go into a store because they've actually got a scanner. Sorry, there's an app. There's an eBay scanning app where literally I don't know if you can see this here, but this is the eBay app, and basically, it allows you to scan products, and you just literally, I'll probably, I mean, I can't share it with you on my screen share on my computer, but another time I'll share with you on my phone on how it works. But basically, the screen, basically what you do is you scan the app on, you scan an item on your phone, and then you can research that very item, and it can show you how much money it's selling on eBay, on Amazon, and all that stuff. So that's basically how I do it. I go into a store, I have the apps on my phone, I scan items, and if that item is a good selling item, then I just basically buy it. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that you can crush it. And this can be a great side hustle for yourself in 2020. And please do like, comment, and subscribe to get more updates on my videos. And you know, if you found this video helpful, please do share it with someone else that is interested in trying to make a side hustle, or is interested in entrepreneurship and really wants to find more creative ways of making money, whether it's online or offline or whatever. Okay, have an awesome day, and I will see you guys. Take care. Bye bye.